right, the final day. We're here at day 8 of the 2025 Rebelle Rally, checking in with the midday update on Team 155. I'm here again with birthday girl Brody Peariso.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, Brody.
Thanks
and
much.
What a better way to celebrate your birthday than the end of the Rebelle Rally. There you go.
Yeah, so, let's talk about it.
Hopefully Jenna and Liza are bringing you a bag full of sand that you can enjoy. But yeah, we're not exactly sure what's... That's right. We're not exactly sure what's going on here at 12 o'clock Pacific time. Ooh. Scores are in for other teams, but seem to be missing for Team 155. There, is a worry, at least we hope, that there may be something missed with their tracker or something because, they're with the pack, according to the dots, but there are no scores being recorded. So
they definitely didn't go after a lot of the black checkpoints that they would normally have gone for. But they did hit quite a few of those blues and thought that maybe there was something going on, but it's not like they aren't traveling. So we did see that they started the Enduro and we're heading back north up to Needles, but it doesn't look like they're doing anything else. Like we really haven't seen any of the points that we normally see from them by this time of the day going through, but they didn't stay stuck in one spot for too long either. So like they didn't eat up a ton of time. There's definitely an answer here that we are not privy to yet.
That's right. Yeah, there seems to be some kind of confusion happening because, we're not 100% sure. There's always, it seems, one day where, all hope is lost. The tracker isn't updating. Something's happening, and we're not sure what's going on. They're still 12th overall, which doesn't make sense given the cumulative score, which may mean that the event is holding on updating that because of scoring.
Yeah, because if you look just at today's scoring, you are going to be looking right at the very bottom of it, which is not indicative of how the girls have been doing all Rebelle. That to me is like, well, hopefully it's not a mechanical issue. Hopefully that everything is going the way it needs to be. Possibly the only thing that I can think of maybe happening is that they are having a wheel issue again, and that may be slowing down, but they are traveling. So that is a good thing. They are not stuck in the...
Yeah, that's right. And they're headed back up to Needles. They're headed back to the Pirates Cove. And hopefully there's a whole extra day of checkpoint hunting there as well. It's almost like a split day. So it's possible that they just decided to skip the morning checkpoints and head up, but that's very unlikely.
That's very unlikely. To be really honest, though, we said this earlier this week. We almost say it every day. You can't count everything that you see midday. You have to wait until the end, until that very last moment. And things always shake out around 7 or 8 o'clock at night. That's what I'm hoping to see tonight. I'm hoping to see some kind of resolution to what that day actually finishes like.
Absolutely. Well, we'll check back in later today and see what's become of Team 155 on this, the last day of the Rebelle Rally. We will have word back from the team at some point later tonight. They will be back in communication, and this Sunday will be exciting. We're going to get the whole story from them, and that will be, again, Monday's episode. So looking forward to that. So we're going to sign off for now, and we're going to come back around after the finish line and get the rest of the story. So with that, Brode, have a great birthday lunch, and
Thank you so much.
Talk to you later.
Have a good one.
But wait, there's more. We're back for the final wrap-up of the Rebelle Rally 2025, and I am joined by a very special co-host for this last wrap-up, incredible Rebelle Rally fan and future Rebelle Rally participant, Cooper Beres.
What's up?
How's it going, Coopy?
Just chilling, I guess.
Yeah, so we're going to recap the final half here of the day, day 8, a dunes driving day, which is where Liza and Jenna really excel. It looks like the morning was, in fact, not an anomaly. We have to get the full story from them when they get back, but they persevered in the afternoon. They scored on the day 75% of the total points available for 100 78 points, which put them finishing in,
If I recall correctly, 11th place?
that's right, out of 60 teams, 11th place overall. Yeah, fantastic work all the way around. Really an incredible week. So what does it mean to you to have Mom competing in such an incredible event?
I miss her, and I am so proud of her because she is awesome. And I miss her mainly because of her cooking.
Oh, okay.
So-
That's interesting. Yeah, we're a little tired of dad's meal prep, which is pretty much just Grubhub. But we do what we can. So what do you think? Were you happy with the results this year? Do you think the team did a good job?
Yeah, I do. They did better than last year, and I can definitely tell that they are now more in the game than they were last year, and they're more matured in it.
Do you think this is a good preparation for the Dakar? And
yeah, I would say so, but I sort of wish they were driving a dune buggy. That's a bit of a miss.
yeah, that's too bad. Unfortunately, those aren't allowed. But they might go for dune buggy rides tomorrow. So if they're lucky, with our friends at Total Chaos and their sand rails and things. So, well, what do you think? Are you going to compete in the Rebelle when you're old enough to do so?
Oh, definitely. I mean, come on. You got to go out in the middle of the sand with a bunch of bugs, and you don't get to see your family, and you're in a tent. That sounds great.
And what kind of vehicle would you drive in the Rebelle, do you think?
Believe it or not, I would drive my 80-inch Land Rover Landy.
Yeah,
the oldest in our collection and my favorite since I was...
That's right. Yeah, that's a good choice. You know, it's very light, so it floats over the sand.
It basically bounces. I remember when we went on that off-road trail and Mom was driving the trek and she was going up the hill very carefully, and then you and I drove up with Landy and we were just like, doo 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 doo.
Yep. That's exactly right.
So.
It doesn't get any better, right? When the windshield's down, you can't frown, as they say. So, all right, Cooper. Well, Mom will be home on Sunday. Tomorrow is the big awards ceremony, celebration, all of that sort of stuff. And so we have the day to prepare everything here for her and Jenna when they get home, and then pretty much immediately start preparing for the Dakar. So that is another Rebelle Rally in the books. 2025, the 10th anniversary of the Rebelle Rally, over and done. It seems like 8 days was just yesterday. It flew by, unless you're our dog, in which case it's been 100 years since Mom has left.
It has been.
Yeah.
He is just moping. He is so sad.
Yeah, he's a very sad boy. But Mom's going to be home on Sunday, and he can't, right? It's going to be great. That's going to be great. Well, I'm Steve Beres for Cooper Beres. We're signing off this year for the Rebelle Rally. Thank you so much to Brody Peariso for her help all week in bringing you the up-to-date dot information and all of the scores and everything. And of course, thanks to our sponsors, Sarek Autoworks, Maxxis Tires, ModPro Garage, Saltek Motorsport, Safe Extract, eBay Motors, and of course,
Full Sail University.
That's exactly right. And hey, maybe we'll be back next year for another Rebelle Rally, but we'll certainly be back for the Dakar and back to your regular scheduled Underpowered Hour programming, but not before we sit down with Jenna and Liza, Ike and myself, on Sunday to do a full recap of the entire event. We'll figure out what all of the, weird check marks, what all the questions we have, they'll all be answered. That'll be Monday's show. So stay tuned for that. Thanks again for spending your evenings with us this week, and we will see you on the trail.